Annie, if you're out there, I will whoop your ass.
Go for it.
Hey guys, welcome to the Sauce Nuggets podcast. My name is Andrew. Unfortunately, as you guys saw last week, I finally got a face, but the procedure has gone horribly wrong, and now I'm back to being just a voice. But so we've got Adrian here again on our right, who is for some reason obsessed with bestiality and won't stop bringing it up every episode. And on our left, we've got Daniel, who is now 3'6" this week, and shaved his legs for the first time ever over the weekend.
That was not my idea, but I'm glad we did that. That shit was hilarious.
He said we.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, I'm not the only one to shave my legs. Andrew did as well, which can bring us to our first topic, if you want.
Exactly. Okay.
Which is
so we could.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we can start talking about the race. Yeah, since we already brought it up. So.
Oh, by the way, look. I think they shrunk.
Actually, did I leave mine there?
Yeah. It just finished. Right. Hold on, I'm gonna try to put it on. It's pretty tight. Hold on.
Bro, don't put on your cock ring right now. Come on.
This one's Andrew's. That's Andrew's cock ring.
Oh, because it's smaller.
Yeah.
Or it smells worse.
Why'd you smell it when you said that?
I was trying to see which one smelled worse.
But so we did this Spartan race for the first time ever on Sunday, and in the last episode we were talking about wearing a costume to a Halloween party, and we went to the party in the costume, but we were like, well, we might as well, do the race in it too. So we actually ended up racing in our sexy nurse Halloween costumes.
Okay.
And of course, like we said we were going to do, we completely shaved our legs for this outfit. So
yes, we bought a bottle of Naired, which Andrew had Naired before, right? You Naired before, right?
Wait, is it like actually a verb like that?
Naired?
Yeah, is that how you say it?
I think so. I don't see why not.
I guess. I think you'd say I used Naired before.
That's why I was like, it's a verb? Like, oh, bro.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a verb. Like I Naired him. It's like, remember we said there's the prank where they put Naired? It's like, he got Naired. Maybe I'm full of shit. I don't know.
There's no way.
What is it? Isn't that a syndrome?
Those legs looking about sexy as fuck. Bro. You Naired this weekend, bro?
There you go.
There's no way. It's like slang. Yeah.
It's slang, bro. I'm just hit.
But, yeah, so I had Naired before, but I used like I'm not sure if it was like
It's weird.
I'm not sure if it was like a stronger formula, because I put it on exactly the same as the stuff we used on, when did I try? Like Saturday to Naired?
No, was it? It was Friday. Yeah, he tried Friday night here at the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And he he Naired one leg, and it like didn't come off all the way, so he started shaving with those cheap razors we got, which is one blade.
No,
homie nicked himself like 4 times.
Oh, that's
on his knee, on his thigh. Idea. So then we go over to the city for the run, and he Nairs again. And he gets the Nair on all the cuts that he had made.
So I didn't think about it, but so basically it had been 2 days, right? Almost 2 days, or like a day since I had Naired, and then shaved and cut my knee, because that was where I cut myself. I cut myself 3 times on my knee area. So I was like, okay, well, when I Naired on Saturday night, it was Saturday night, right?
It was Saturday afternoon. We had just got back from lunch, I think.
Okay.
And, yeah, because you Naired and I took the girls to HEB.
Yeah,
the girls to HEB.
So I put Nair on, not thinking about those cuts, but they had already scabbed over, okay? Because there was just small little razor cuts. Well, when I put the Nair on, it basically burned my scabs off, and all 3 of those parts started bleeding again.
Oh,
yeah, dude.
So bad.
As painful as it sounds, I bet.
Yeah, but I came out looking clean AF.
And then it was my turn.
Yeah.
And I tried to Nair myself, and I failed because I kind of just thought, oh, you just put it all over your leg, and it says specifically, don't rub it in. So you have to apply it and spread it, but not rub it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I was a little too careful trying not to rub it in, so I would like just kind of gloss over it like that.
Caress your leg.
Yeah, just like caress my leg. And
like
so
how? Can you show us that one more time?
You just did. And so I got it and I washed it off after. By the way, washing it off is a pain in the ass because like they told me to use a towel. Andrew gave me the most complicated fucking directions. He says use a towel, wet the towel, but don't put it in the shower. And it's like, okay, well, all the hair I'm wiping off, where the fuck am I gonna put it? He failed to mention to me that he used toilet paper to wipe the hair and threw it away. Didn't fucking know that. So I was like wiping off with a towel, washing off the hair, wiping off again, washing off the hair. And so it wasn't evenly coated, so like all the outside of my shin or my calf still had hair. And all of the right side was bald. And so I went out and I showed him and Bree, and I was like, yeah, look. And they were like, oh, no, bro, you fucked up. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to try again. And so I went and I did it right, and I got it all off. And I came out silky smooth like a seal.
That's wild. And it doesn't hurt like your hair follicles at all?
No. It like the coolest thing is once it's completed its process, which is like breaking down the proteins in the hair, your hairs go zigzag. And that's how you can tell they're ready to like be taken off.
Huh.
Yeah. It just like it literally just looks like.
Wow,
and
that's really weird.
Mine are still pretty smooth. Like
no, mine are prickly. Mine are prickly already. Adrian's filling up my legs right now.
Yeah, they're very prickly. They're strong, but they're prickly.
And you know what it is? Because I take my biotin vitamins, and so my hair coming out.
Who recommended you those?
My doctor. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so we naired ourselves for our costume, which I'll put like some pictures from the weekend somewhere around here. So we were sexy nurses. And we got actually like a really mixed reaction at first, I would say. Mm-hmm. After I had finished nairing myself, we met up with our friends at this pizza place, which was like 5 minutes from the Airbnb.
You gotta let me tell this story. You gotta let me
tell because I didn't actually see it.
Wait, but like already in costume?
Yeah. We literally walked into this pizza place both as sexy nurses. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah. Okay, so we walked in like, okay. So I wasn't nervous until we like got to the door because I had built up all this confidence that I was like, we look, obviously we weren't actually trying to look sexy. It was like a funny, costume. But when we got to the door, before we even opened the door, like everyone that was waiting in line, like for their food and to order, all turned and looked at us.
And we had to pass them to get to our friends.
Yes.
So they were all doing the thing. They were just like,
yeah.
And we're just
we walked past a few people, and luckily it kind of gave me a little bit of confidence. One of the ladies like smiled, and then our whole table was like cracking up. So I thought that was funny because that was the purpose. We were just trying to make people laugh and shit about it, Well, so Daniel and I sat down, and then Daniel goes up to order the food. Okay, so he brings the menu up to order the food at the front desk, and this chick,
she must have been in her 20s.
She's probably in her 20s, bro. She grabbed her cups, I guess, from like the guy she ordered from, and when she turned and saw Daniel, she like. I was the only one that witnessed this too. Daniel didn't see it either. She was walking past Daniel, looked him up and down, and then gave the biggest eye roll I've ever seen, and then like looked disgusted, and then kept walking. And I was like, bruh.
She was hating on my silky smooth legs, bro.
She was jealous.
Yeah.
She was mad because hers had more hair than mine.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, she
called her cactus.
For real.
I was like, man, she's hating because she lives in Granbury.
Yeah, you're asking yourself, where is Granbury? Exactly.
Where the hell is Granbury?
Yeah, that was good.
But yeah, so we got kind of a mixed reaction, and I think it was even worse when we got to the party. because when we got to the party, it was a total of. We were told it was gonna be a bumping party, a bunch of people, blah blah blah.
That's what they always say.
Which like
lies.
Apparently, after we left, it was like that. But when we got there, it was like probably like what 8, 9 dudes, like 12 dudes, and one
like,
chick.
Yeah, like it was like 10 to 12 dudes and one chick, and I'm pretty sure she was with one of the guys there. So it was like,
yeah, I think she knew one of them.
Really, yeah, there were really no chicks there, and only like 2, no, maybe more than 2, like 3 or 4 people were in costume.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we walk in, and they're like a clown, Leatherface, a Grim Reaper. Then we walk in, 2 sexy nurses
with booty shorts on.
That you made yourself, right?
That we made ourselves. Yes. Hell yeah!
I feel like you guys have to like post a picture on our Instagram of like these outfits to give the people context.
We got a bunch.
We will.
Actually, because I think I've only seen like one.
We got a bunch. I have them on my phone.
Okay, we will.
We have us at the race. We didn't get any. Oh no, we have some with. We got one. We got one where Andrew was grabbing me from behind.
Like the homecoming kind of pictures.
We got
but
one
like
of
muddy,
those.
like before or after the race?
No, before. No, this is the night of the party.
I never got that picture.
I have it. I sent you all the ones Bree sent me, but I still have some that we took. Actually, I think Bree might have some more. I gotta ask her.
Okay.
But yeah, so we get there and it's like so awkward. Like people are trying not to make it obvious, but they're like looking at us and then looking away and being like, "What the fuck is this?"
And they're like, "Who invited the douchebags?"
And so we're super friendly. So we met everyone, and then we were hanging with Manny outside, and then after that we were like, we need an icebreaker. So I took out my Switch. And we set up Smash at this party.
Bro, you did not take your
That's
Switch.
what they said. They said they wanted to play. And so it was...
Bro, that's a red flag already. You can't be like, it's a bumping party and then like...
I never said it was a bumping party.
You were told it was a bumping party and they said, bring your Switch. And
I was told it was going to be a bumping party. But I pull out my Switch and we started playing. And so this chick plays with... is me, Andrew, Manny, and this chick. I play with Manny enough times to know he's not that bad. He could probably put up a fight against you, but I don't know if he'd win. But this chick...
I take that offensively. Manny, if you're out there, I will whoop your ass.
Oh, that's a bet. Can't wait for that. Anyways, this chick was playing with us, and so it ends up like everyone gets out except me and this chick. I have 1 life, and she has 2. And I'm like, I could whoop this chick's ass. I could get both stocks without her killing me. And I was like, but, like, it's too sweaty at this party. I don't know anyone. So I let her kill me. And she was like, I won! And I was like, yeah, you won. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
And then, luckily, one other guy played, bro, because not a single guy at that party wanted to play.
Yeah.
So
perhaps because it was a party?
No, they just like... I think they saw us play and they were like, nah, bro, I suck at this game.
Yeah.
One of them was like, if it was Call of Duty, I'd be down, but... it wasn't.
And like half the people there were all sitting at a table on their phones.
Yeah.
Not doing anything. The entire party. And I'm sorry, but like they said, Manny, our friend Manny said after we left it got better. But bro, we left at what time? Like 1:40?
Yeah, like 1:30.
Okay, so no, bro, because it was 1:30 when y'all were still playing pool. And I was not pool.
Beer pong?
No. Beer pong. And I was like,
yeah, probably.
If the party wasn't bumping by 1:45, then we weren't gonna stay that much longer anyway. You know?
Yeah.
Party's got to be like.
We still had
11?
an hour drive to get back to. So.
But also, like we didn't know them, so like it's easy for us from the outside to be like, yeah, party wasn't bumping. Like we just showed up and left, so it's not. We're not trying to like diss their party planning skills or nothing. We don't know them.
No, I am. I don't know them. That was a shit party. By 11, it's got to be bumping. Otherwise,
the only thing bumping there was Manny.
Bro, Manny was bumping. Dude did a cartwheel in the front yard just because. And then he had a fuck ton of stickers on his hand. But no, yeah, Manny was definitely the highlight of that party. Shit was dope. But yeah, and so then the race itself, I mean, it was fun, except for Bree wiping out on that obstacle. She wiped out on the one. It's like it had rocks in the bucket, right?
Yeah, so it's for the girls it was a 60-pound bucket, and for the boys it was an 80-pound bucket. And I was walking behind Bree at one point, and she unfortunately she slipped and rolled her ankle. Ooh. And she fell. And by the way, she's had multiple
hip surgeries.
Yeah, she's had multiple hip surgeries. Yeah. She has problems with her ankle. And so she slipped and rolled her ankle and dropped the 60-pound bucket on her hip.
Oh, it was on her hip?
Yeah.
I thought it landed on like her shoulder or like her chest.
No, when I watched her, it looked like it landed like directly on her hip.
Is she okay? Like,
bro, she's a champ. That was before the second mile marker. She still finished the race. She limped for over a mile and over any obstacle that she could handle and finished the race.
She's a champion, bro.
She is a champ for that. Mad respect to Bree.
Wait, you said that she could complete. Like, do you not have to complete every challenge? Or?
So, theoretically, there are some challenges that people can't complete. So, for example, there's one where it's like a rope that goes up like 20 feet in the air, and you have to pull yourself all the way up to the top and hit a cowbell. Not everyone has that kind of strength, including the two of us.
That seems tough.
If you don't finish an obstacle, you're supposed to do burpees as a penalty, or there'll be a lap that's there for penalty. And she didn't do burpees either because her ankle. So she just finished. And so whenever she twisted her ankle, I went and got her like a medic because she was in bad shape. Not like Andrew had any supplies with them. And the medic said, "Yeah, they can come and help you, but that's you're disqualifying yourself. Like it's an incomplete for the race." She was like, "Nah, I'll walk it off." And so she wanted to finish, so she finished.
Ate that. Kudos.
Yeah, but there were a lot of cool obstacles. I think the one that kicked our ass the most is definitely the beanbag one. That one was horrible.
Okay, so
it was hard.
I mean, Daniel's acting like that was hard for him, but Daniel is Hercules, bro. He only stopped because I kept stopping.
No, bro, that shit was hard.
And okay, I don't even know. I mean, like I said, Daniel was Hercules. There was this part where it was insanely steep. And you had to carry the sandbag. I don't even know how to explain how steep that was,
Daniel. The sandbag was 60 pounds on your shoulder. And when he says steep, he means climbing up. Like, your only footing is like tree branches that are covered in mud. And it's slippery. So even if your footing's good, you could still just slip and fall off.
That sounds kind of
dangerous. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, but that's the whole point. It's a Spartan race.
And it was super steep.
It was super. You had to do lunges to get up there, basically.
Damn.
With a 60-pound bag. This shit was intense.
Wait,
has anybody died on these things?
I'm sure at some point.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm sure at some point, but they prioritize safety. I mean, it's not like anyone's you know your own limits. Most people will quit before they get to a point where their life is in danger, but if someone's at the back of, even if you're at the back of the heat, if you're at the back of the heat, the next heat is usually right behind you, and the first few people of that heat. Like, for example, we were in the back of our heat with Brie because of her ankle. People from previous heats were just lapping us because they're doing it for time. We were doing it for completion. But yeah, the beanbag was definitely the hardest one that we completed, I would say. That shit was difficult.
And whenever I looked on the website, because you can actually check off how many you did. I did 13 out of the 20 obstacles.
How many did I do? I gotta look at it.
Well, because what did you do that I didn't do?
All the height ones. Except for the running one. There's ones where it's like a pyramid of ropes, and you have to straps, and you have to climb up, and it's 20 or 30 feet, and then climb back down. And so he was like, "Yeah, fuck that, I'm not doing that." And I was like, "You're good, bro."
And you also did the Olympus carry thing.
Oh, the Atlas.
The Atlas carry,
the 100-pound ball that you pick up off the ground and you carry it and you walk probably 15 feet, really.
The only one I did that you didn't do was the what is it called? The spear.
I mean, we both did it. I just failed.
Yeah.
You only got one?
No,
you only get one try.
Yeah, you only get one try. He made it. I didn't. So That counts as a complete for him, not for me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it got caught on his leg.
After it has a rope attached to the spear, so that when you throw it, you can bring it back. And when I threw mine, it looped around my leg and it like took me with it.
Ow!
It's
How like hefty were those spears?
Less than 10 pounds, I would say.
Oh, okay, but still like not like a toothpick. Like you still gotta put
not something we're
like
used to throwing for sure. Yeah, you gotta have some technique to it.
Yeah.
Andrew's out there trying out for the next Troy movie, you know.
I can totally see it too, like figuring out the ideal angle of like rotation.
Fucking Achilles over here.
It's like how what's my throw release point?
He was like,
"Can you do me a favor? Can you put my video in right here?"
Yeah. I'll put it at the bottom. Probably no sound, but I'll put the video.
All right, that's fine.
Let's watch it real quick.
And then can y'all both look at the bottom middle of the screen and look like you're looking at someone sexy? All right, ready, go.
Looking at someone sexy?
Yeah, look right here. Yeah. Look right here like you're looking at someone sexy.
Yeah, that's me. There we go.
I'll put the video there, and then you put that, and then you put a still of the video, like you with the like that, and that'll be the
thumbnail.
The race was fun. The last obstacle was jumping over a pit of fire. When I say fire, I mean like hot coals. It would actually the fire was like this tall.
How wide are we talking here?
Probably like this wide and like this tall.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Nah, but it's on fire. So like when you walk over, it's like a wave of heat under you.
Wait, walk? Aren't you supposed to jump?
When you go over it, like when you jump over.
Like it's just a singular like jump over this and then you're good. Oh.
It's like the last hurdle. You completed this, the pit of flames. It's so dramatic.
Bro, I bet there's someone that's like accidentally tripped and fallen.
I think I did see someone do that as well.
Ow.
Someone probably tried to flip over it and then fell in. It's like,
Ouch.
But yeah, the race was cool. I definitely want to do another one.
Down.
Yeah, Daniel and I are going for the trifecta, which is like you got to run I don't know if Daniel's going for it.
He's going for the trifecta, and he's like dragging me, kicking and screaming. But yeah, I'm down.
You got to do a 5K and then a 10K and then what's the last one? Like an 18K or some shit?
Like a ultimate or gladiator or something. It's they said it takes at least like 5 or 6 hours to complete.
Jeez.
So the super, which is the middle one, takes like 6 hours to complete. And then the third one we have to do is called the Beast, and that's like the longest one. It's like 20 miles or something, or 30 miles. I don't know.
Bro, it's just so much. We were like, even though we were staying back with Bree, we were still struggling. I would say there were some times where we were like, because like the obstacles will wear you out, and then you gotta walk to the next one, or like you're supposed to run, but we would like walk to the next one. So
exactly.
I definitely want to train for the next one.
Yes, but the obstacles were killer, and unfortunately, like if I'm being honest, I have not been working out, so it's like I have zero stamina. I have I'm like nowhere near, strength wise where I need to be for a 10K with obstacles. So I definitely need to prepare for the next one. I can't. A 5K is fine because I feel like the average person can do a 5K. Even if you're not running with obstacles, you can do it. Yeah. But a 10K is a lot more time, and you're gonna get worn out.
Yeah. It definitely looked super, super intense. There was people we talked to that were completing their trifecta.
Yeah.
And so definitely think it's possible, but I would want to prepare for it so it's not. I don't feel like I'm dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we gotta be able to do all the obstacles too. Like there were some that were like so easy, no brainer, and then there were some that were just like Jesus.
Yeah, I feel like all those like upper body strength ones, like
bro, the rope. There was like monkey bars.
Mm-hmm.
You need to swing like 10 monkey bars. We couldn't even do that. We got what 3 monkey bars, and we fell.
No, I mean we completed 1 and 2, but when I touched the third, I instantly fell.
Yeah.
Same with you.
Same with
You
me.
touch the third and then let
Was
go.
it like slippery or what? Or you were just tired?
Both.
Tired.
Yeah,
They were kind of slippery.
They were kind of slippery, yeah. And some dude used a method where instead of going like that, he went sideways and he went like that, and I think that worked well. I think that would have worked better, but I didn't want to implement it because I didn't want to fall.
And were they like metal stuff? Like, was it hot touching it?
No,
because
it wasn't hot. It wasn't very sunny. We ran at 11, so the sun hadn't been like very hot or at its peak by any means.
Interesting.
But it was fun. The next one's in Houston, isn't it?
It is.
When?
March. So, yeah, tier. You won't be here.
I just realized how uneven my mustache is.
Bro, I just realized that Adrian could cosplay as Kratos.
What?
Because he's daddy.
Yeah, I feel like you have a Kratos face.
This?
Yeah, bro.
Just give us a quick boy. Oh shit, it's prepping for it. Do it.
Boy. Nah.
There you go.
It's like too short.
There you go.
There's not enough like. It's too short.
Now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, now give me a Atreus.
Man, it's been so long since I played the game. I don't even remember how he said it.
Atreus.
Look, see, there you go.
You gotta say it. You're Kratos, not me.
Atreus. No, see, that's like, oh fuck, no, this is terrible. This was a bad idea.
That's gonna be the part before the episode starts. This is gonna be.
Y'all wanna
Atreus. Huh?
Since we're already talking about it, y'all just want to go to God of War?
Yeah. So I've been. Both of y'all have played it, and I'm currently playing through it.
After we beg and play.
No. Actually, that's not true. Because I agreed to play it months ago. But where has the game been for months? With this motherfucker.
That's
true.
No. Not months. It's been with me for like a year.
A year that I've been waiting. So, he beat it. He brought it. I started playing it. The game is fucking dope.
Best game.
It's one of those. I felt like God of War. This God of War was one of those where like everybody hypes it up to the point where I no longer want to play it because everyone's like sucking it off so hard. Mm-hmm. But give credit where it's due. The game is phenomenal.
The game is
that game deserves sucking off.
Exactly. The game does deserve sucking off. Mm-hmm. I think there are a couple places I would improve, but I think overall the things that I critique it on don't even take away 1 point. I think it is still 10 out of 10 where I'm at. Yeah. So super excited for the next one. Cannot wait to play that. I really like the combat. I like
so smooth.
I like feeling like I'm fucking everybody up, right? And it does a very good job with that. And I like how like any combination of or any way you can press a button, whether it's holding a trigger or like a trigger with another button, it kind of like plans it ahead. And as you unlock stuff, your combat gets more versatile, and it's
not like just random new combos. It's
it's also not button mashing because you have to know what each combination of buttons do and really play each scenario a certain way. Up until where I was probably like the last part or two, I was feeling kind of like underwhelmed with the enemies because I had fought like 3 ogres and a bunch of the giant monkey guys. And, like, I felt like there wasn't enough changing in characters. But then I fought the dragon, and I fought the king of the dark elves or whatever. And so I was like, okay, yeah, this is dope. And when I fight the Valkyries later on, I'm sure it'll be even more rewarding. I do see myself trying to like 100% complete that game. So right? I might go for that.
Yeah, there's just some games that capture you like that. For me, like, well, one, obviously, like everything you said, but the actual story, like, I could not put it down. I just had to know what was going to happen next. Yeah. Because, like, just the lore and everything behind it.
They do a really good job with the story, yeah.
Like, it's just nuts. And, like, I think they developed Kratos in, like, a really cool way where, I mean, you can obviously tell he's, like, want a god, but like just death. But he has this weird like I care for Atreus kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so it's like it also kind of has like a weird like wholesome feeling to it because it's like father and son kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff at play, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's a lot. It's pretty cool to see him like, you're so used to seeing Kratos and him being like ruthless aggression and never stopping and like attacking until the opponent is dead. And this time, like, he has to play things differently because he has his kid to think about, and he has to play smarter, and he's also trying to teach the kid. And so like all those things in mind, it is a really good balance, I would say.
And see, I've played God of War 1, 2, 3, and Ascension, and after those, I never would have thought that there would be a God of War game that I could describe with the word wholesome. You know what I mean?
And I think it's hilarious how like the kid doesn't like the kid's like, man, you're strong, and then in the back of our minds we're like, bro, we've seen this dude fuck up so many like mythological beings.
So where do you think it's gonna go? Because I mean,
I haven't beat the game yet.
Well, but you do know it's like the next game is called
Ragnarok.
So
honestly, I honestly don't even know enough about Norse mythology, and I think I'm kind of what makes me laugh when I play the game is I feel like I'm like Kratos because I love Greek mythology and Roman mythology. I can go on about like I love learning about that, but I don't find Norse mythology entertaining or like interesting in the least. So like I'm there playing the game, and then they start talking about mythology, and Kratos is like, man, he's like, no god, all gods are shit, man, and I'm like, yeah, that's how I feel. He's like, son of whoever with whoever, I don't care.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I know Ragnarok is supposed to be like an apocalypse. I don't know the details, and I heard that Thor is present in the next game, which I guess implies he's not present in this one. So I'm kind of not expecting to see much of him, if any. So I don't really know where it's going to go. I don't even know who. It seemed to me like the bad guy that we're going for is Odin, eventually.
That makes sense.
Because we're fighting one of Odin's sons, I think, is the tattooed guy.
Baldur?
Baldur. And then like stuff like that. So I feel like we're going towards Odin. Maybe it won't be this game. Maybe the next game, Odin's the big bad guy. So I really don't know. I'm very much an open book to wherever it leads.
Okay, so after Ragnarok, I want him to fight Jesus. Think about how many people you would piss off.
So
how would Jesus? Jesus doesn't even fight though. How would Jesus fight him?
Exactly. That's
turn water into wine. And
that's precisely why people would be so pissed off because they'd be like, that's not the representation of Jesus. And Kratos is just like,
Man, that's a hot take,
bro. So don't tell me it wouldn't be like funny. Like for all you religious folk, maybe not, but also you already know about the stupid shit we talk about. Nobody's ever done that before.
I can't think of one. That was like South Park or some shit.
Like,
I think it would be absolutely amazing, but at the same time, the amount of backlash that they would face from that just makes it an impossible.
But it's so controversial. Think about how well it would sell. Because look, if you really want to get into it, like, besides like ignoring the pissing everybody off. Like, you have archangels, you have the devil, like, you could actually build...
Kratos takes on Christianity? That sounds fucking dope, actually.
Like...
Kratos kills Satan? I feel like... I don't know, I just feel like when you start messing with Christianity, you start walking into the realm where people say that you're worship... Like, basically... Sometimes, and this might be we shouldn't touch on this very much, but I feel like sometimes it's either you're with Christianity or you support the devil, and there's no in between.
Yeah.
So I think we should just leave it on that. Let's not get too into that.
I think Christians are. But yeah, we shouldn't talk too much about this. Let's go back to something else.
I'm not cutting that out. I'm kidding. I'm definitely cutting that out.
All right, so then we will take the vote. Next installment of God of War. Does he fight Jesus? Yay or nay?
I'm gonna say nay, just because I want more games of that quality, and I think that is as shooting yourself in the foot as Kanye being anti-Semitic.
Wait, but real quick, so you would play this game if you
of course.
100% this bitch.
Of course.
Oh man, that's so funny.
But
Kanye though.
I haven't heard. I don't know the details. I just heard he made some anti-Semitic remarks, and the entire world has shunned him now.
Dude, I don't know. You're right. I don't know exactly what he said, but it must have been something pretty fucking stupid if like Adidas is gonna drop you. Like,
that's pretty crazy.
No, because you had a good point about it earlier, right? With the whole like, you're cutting off a revenue stream for yourself, like the Yeezy brand and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It must have been something really stupid.
Oh my god! I just remembered my topic. I just remembered it.
Go for it.
So, we're gonna need you to be the judge on this because me and him don't see eye to eye.
Oh man.
Oh, this is gonna be great. He doesn't even know what I'm about to bring up. Okay, so it has become semi-recently, it's a little old news now, that Korean pop band BTS is being drafted in the military.
Mm-hmm.
And me and him were discussing, whether we think it's right for them to be, I mean, it's not like our opinion matters, but whether it's ethical for them to be relieved of that military duty considering how much revenue they bring the country of Korea through BTS. And so I was bouncing ideas off of him, and I was like, off of Andrew, and I said, what if we just like made jokes about like BTS in the army and just like, just made fun of it.
Like he fucking trick shots you from across the field, and he just walks up and he's like, smooth like butter, and then like you die. Or, like,
I've never even.
You don't know that?
No.
So you don't know any BTS?
No.
Okay, they've had like two like bops.
But so then he was like, no bro, we can't do that. And I was like, why? He goes, because beware of the BTS curse. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
No.
And he goes, it's a curse on the internet that anyone that makes fun of BTS, as you just so eloquently did, is cursed, and the entire BTS army comes for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, He goes, bro, imagine we post an episode of the podcast and 30 million people come and dislike it. And I was like, sitting there, and I was like, imagine we post an episode of the podcast and 30 million people come and view it. I was like, let's shit on them. That sounds hilarious. He was like, no, we can't do it. We can't do it. So you be the judge. Are we shitting on BTS I mean, you already did. But are we shitting on BTS being
That's
in the
not shitting on them, though.
No, it's not. It's not.
Like, it's kind of funny, but like, okay. I think my question is like, what is the involvement in the army, though? Because like, so to your point, I agree. But also it's like, what kind of service are they doing? Is it like, oh no, like everybody that's like has to go is going to the front lines? Then I'd be like, yeah, it's not ethical.
Well, front lines, Korea's not at war with anyone.
Exactly. And so that's why it's like, if everybody had to do that, then I would say it's like unethical because everybody has to put their life at risk. But if it's something like, oh, you just have to like, show up and you get like stationed somewhere like during peacetime or whatever, like of course you have to go through the training and all that just, but you never see any like combat or whatever, then like
me and Andrew were talking and I was saying I think they would probably have them like cleaning the guns or some shit, like some type of small task throughout.
Right, and at that point it's
not
also
expecting
like,
them to actually be in any sort of physical harm because while they are fulfilling their role as citizens.
But then if anything I feel like that's more unethical.
Yeah, but like
I feel like that's more unethical than having them not join at all and then just continue what they're doing and bring in revenue for Korea.
Yeah, but like, so from everyone else's point of view, the general public doesn't know what they're doing in the military. So like the only thing the public knows is, wow, BTS, even though they're a huge pop band, they're still fulfilling,
their duty as
Koreans. Nobody see like Daniel said, I'm pretty sure there was a deal made behind the scenes where they were like, hey, look, like you guys still need to do this, but since you're BTS, we'll put you somewhere where you're not gonna be in danger of regular military duties.
See, but then I started thinking about it, and what if BTS cut a deal with the government, but like a shady deal, where it's like, look, BTS, you gotta serve 18 months. For every Korean that you get to join, cut off a week.
That's super unethical.
Bro, if BTS is like, hey guys, it's cool to join the military. 50,000 dudes join the military because BTS said it's cool. They're all good. Sorry, not serving, but here's 100 people.
I think it'd be mostly women that would join. I don't know if there's that many men in Korea that listen to BTS, but
I mean, it's pop, right? So it should be for everyone.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
That's pretty crazy. But yeah, so that's why I was. That's what I was asking you, if you thought it would be a wise decision, a business decision to shit on BTS and incur the wrath of the army for the publicity, or if it's best for us to just stay small time and not poke the hornet's nest.
It's not about staying small time. It's just like knowing the dangers of the internet. I mean, the whole like how crazy the internet can be. I mean, you guys talked about that, like, don't fuck with cats, which I don't want to talk about in detail because there's a little much there.
Have you seen that, Andrew?
Stop it. No.
Muted himself.
Have I seen what?
Don't fuck with cats.
Yes, I have seen that, and it's a horrible thing.
So,
but it's a great documentary.
Yes, it is.
But they found the guy, right? Like, they somehow found the guy, right? And we also know the story. You guys remember when Shia LaBeouf went to that random field and like put like "Not My President" or whatever, and they the internet found the fucking flag. So, I feel like the internet can find some like.
Oh, for sure. I mean, just from this alone, the internet could find me. So, no, I definitely don't. I'm joking when I say let's incur the wrath of the army. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to give an update on the Bayonetta thing.
Yes, we do. Go ahead, Andrew.
So the lady that originally claimed, the original voice actor for 1 and 2 that claimed she was only offered $4,000, she said she was offered $4,000, and this was in her words on video. Okay, she said, I was offered $4,000 to complete the entire game as a final offer. Okay. Mm-hmm. But what we learned, and she admitted to it, was they originally offered her like $10,000 to do the game, and on top of, she was getting another $5,000 for something else. I can't remember what it was, but the amount was like 15 grand. Okay. Mm-hmm. So she said no to that. Okay. And then apparently like 11 months later or something, or 10 months later, they came back to her and they said, hey, would you be willing to just do a cameo, like just a few lines for $4,000? Okay. And then after that, and then after they announced that the game was coming out, then she started saying the stuff about, oh, they offered me only $4,000 for the whole game. So, yeah.
I mean, she's not technically wrong.
Well, they offered her $4,000.
She very much
whole line. She's still like she did
to serve a narrative. So she's definitely wrong.
She never in this entire time she never mentioned the like 10 or 15 grand, however much it was from the beginning. She only mentioned that she was offered $4,000 as a final offer to do the entire game.
That's like some blacklisted. Like,
still not wrong. Like she's still not. It's still not politically a lie, but
well, it is a lie because she was offered $4,000 to do a cameo. That's it.
Yeah.
So, like, she was offered $4,000 for. I think it was $4,000 for an hour of her time.
What?
Yeah, $4,000 for an hour of her time. She was just gonna do like a few lines, like a cameo,
Fumbled the bag, and now that the other voice company or other video game companies that use voice acting saw how she is, she's probably not going to get much work.
No, that's like some blacklisted stuff for sure. It's
not good look.
Even if the company was in the right, that's bad press. Like that just leaves like you're always gonna think of that when you think of like the next Bayonetta game or whatever.
Yeah, and apparently, so she said that she's not interested in doing voice acting anymore. So after she said that, I kind of thought, I was like, okay, well maybe
it's like shooting myself in the hand. Now my hand doesn't work. Be like, you know what? I'm not even interested in handling guns.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like she's never gonna get anything like significant ever again. So she's just kind of getting in front of it.
Trying to drag them through the mud.
Man, I know her. I know her PR team is. I know she's pissed at her PR team. They're like, you know what you could do? You could make a video and really just expose them.
You really think she has a PR team?
You think she did that on her own? I feel like everyone that does voice acting like that has at least like a manager who helps them get their gigs and stuff like that. Maybe not a PR team, but like a manager.
Maybe. A manager?
I feel like you gotta run that kind of shit by your manager. Like, hey, I was thinking about exposing the whole freaking company. They might go up in flames for this, and I'll get my, after they go up in flames, maybe they'll give me my.
What was it? 100, a 6-figure?
Yeah, my 6-figure job for going like over and over.
Well, she said she stood by the claim that she never asked for a 6-figure number.
Then where did that come from?
Maybe that's true then.
I don't know.
Maybe they were like, "What do you want? Like 6 figures?" And then she was like, "Yeah, that'd be dope." And they were like, "Oh, she wants 6 figures."
Write that down.
Write that down.
Yeah. So we know who wins that fight. Giant $1 million company definitely wins versus one voice actor.
Yeah. All right.
Sora's voice actor would have never done this type of shit.
No. So that was our quick Bayonetta update.
What else do we have?
Oh, so you wanted to talk about Amazon. You said you had some kind of Amazon.
Bro, yeah. Okay, so I saw a video, and it was what Amazon's planning on doing in the future. Their future way of delivering, the goods you buy via Amazon. Drones, but like a central headquarters that the drones go to get the stuff in the air, and it's a blimp. It's like a giant balloon that has all this shit you get, like the warehouse basically in the air, and the drones go to the warehouse, get the stuff, take it to your house, drop it off, go back to the warehouse, keep doing that. And then when they get new shipments, they have a smaller air balloon holding the new stuff that comes up and it docks into the first balloon.
Bro, there's no way.
Bro, I saw this video of it.
There's no way
I saw
that
this
makes
video
any
of it,
sense.
and I was like, that looks so freaking dangerous. Okay. Can you imagine an entire warehouse falling on your head because some shit goes wrong? There's no way that's going to get passed. But if it is true, that's pretty crazy.
Okay, so I wouldn't put it past them to be working on it, but that is not a real thing yet.
No, it's not. It's not like, this is coming out in a month. I'm not saying that, but it's like a concept video that came out.
Bro, I see so many things going wrong for like no benefit. What's the benefit?
No drivers.
Okay, but like you still have to
maintain.
Yeah.
And they have workers. They have workers.
Tons.
They have workers in the blimp that like move all the stuff. And
think about OSHA would literally have a heart attack.
What's OSHA?
OSHA? What's the Occupational Safety and Hazard Association? They basically make sure that like employers are providing like safe conditions, like there's standards like for stuff like everything from like force required to input, like lifting like a certain amount of weight. Like they can't, like an employer for example, I think it's like 50 pounds or like really repetitive, like what they consider repetitive tasks. Like you can't be required to be lifting more than like 50 pounds or something like that, and they have like requirements for all that stuff. So I was like, there's no way in hell that like they would allow that. Like,
I don't know.
That just seems like
I don't know how all of that works.
Dumb idea.
I don't know how all of that works, but if it is true, I would hope that means Amazon looked at all the pros and cons of the idea and saw that, using drones to drop off like literally anything you buy from Amazon is better than having people drive it to your house. And drones can only travel so far. So maybe they're like, like the city of Houston, right? Maybe they like start in like South Houston, and the blimp does like one full rotation of the city. And as it gets closer to your house, eventually the drones take it to where you are, and then they come back. Man. It sounds insane.
It sounds insane, but I just don't see any way how it's gonna work. How are you gonna fuel the drones?
I don't know, bro. You act like I came up with the plan.
No, I'm not. No, I'm just saying, like. I
mean, I would assume they're rechargeable. There's probably at all times there's drones charging while there's drones running out, and so you're constantly like. Filtering.
Right. So then that would imply that there
power
would be
source.
You're
generator on the blimp. I don't know how this shit works.
Generator, and then at the end of the day, though, right? Like you have, unless it's like completely solar, like it's just completely isolated from anything.
What if they have just a bunch of like batteries? Not battery packs, but like not like AA batteries, but like like
mega
giant,
packs.
like a giant industrial grade battery. And once it's at like say 30%, they're like, okay, get the next one up here, and on its way. By the time you get up there, the battery's like 10%, and they bring it up and they take the old one, they take it down. And
they have a dedicated giant drone that brings the battery up to the blimp,
bro.
What
charges the giant drone?
Does that not sound like just so impossible, like of ever happening?
I don't know, bro. Amazon has so much freaking money.
But
Amazon has their own. Amazon has their own research team. For all we know, they have patents that are being approved right now that make this possible, and we just don't even know yet. I don't know. I gotta do more research on it because I literally saw it on Twitter. Like it's by no means like a set in stone thing,
like I might
or a reliable source, but I want to do more research into it and see what it is because it sounds dope.
If that ever happens and it's like economically like viable, because you can make it, right? Like of course you can make it, but it's just like,
is it worth?
Is it opportunity?
It's worth it. Let me.
Would you even make money doing that? So I'm saying, if it ever happens and it's like, oh yeah, like business wise this makes sense, I like literally might return my engineering degree because that just seems so whack to me. There's no way.
See, but I'm sure somehow, like, I don't know, bro. It sounds dope. Wonder what other ways they could get stuff sent to you.
Like besides a drone?
Bro, imagine they like start sending stuff through messenger pigeons again. They train the birds to like pick something up and take it to you.
That's your worst nightmare.
Bro, for real.
You're like, nah, return it, go back.
For real.
Daniel would never shop online again.
Go to the store.
No. Like I like the idea of like the drones for like very small like niche things.
I'm sure there's a weight limit to what they put in the in the blimp. Maybe it's
of course it wouldn't be every single thing they offer.
Yeah, no.
But like little small stuff, I agree. But I mean, like as far as like the drones go, like to me that just makes more sense. Like what?
It was the airplane song. Have you ever heard the world is yours on a blimp?
Amazon. No, but like for little small stuff, it makes more sense. Like to me, to send like a rechargeable drone that like at the end of the day you could get the energy from, like solarly, than it is to send like
maybe wind panels.
Yeah, like anything like something renewable, right? Than sending like a person to deliver like nail clippers to you or something. Like it makes more sense to have like the workforce do stuff that heavy stuff, like because Amazon will send put you big stuff. You can buy furniture in it.
Not just that though, like what if the drone drops it and a fucking stapler is falling a mile and hits someone in the head? That's Amazon's ass, which I'm sure they can pay off that person's life like 10 times over. And
that's also true.
But I'm sure there's a lot more safety concerns than people consider. What if the drone gets in the way of a car and the car crashes, because of the drone?
Hits some wildlife or something. Because that's also a thing too. They you can't just operate drones anywhere. Like there's certain areas that it's legally not allowed to.
What if a drone got in the way of a helicopter that's transferring someone who's critically injured? Like there's so many situations where it could not work out in Amazon's favor that I almost wonder why they chose to go that way.
It'd have to be
Oh
very specific.
God, that freaking cat scared the hell out of me.
Where is she?
She's right there in that corner. I put my
foot.
foot.
Actually, Freya, that came from
I put my foot. I know. I put my foot on this thing, and then I felt something go, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" Stop it! No.
Like it would make sense if you had like dedicated routes. Like if it was like, okay, you have location A and then like, oh wait, let me do the other way. Location A and then like location B. Amazon is like the fulfillment center, and this is where it has to go to. If you like just beeline it, like that might not work, right? Because you just can't go over everything. But maybe if they had some sort of like, oh, like you know what, like kind of like virtual streets almost. Like this is like a path that they can safely take, like over like fields or something, or just like low risk areas. Maybe I could see it being more accepted.
Maybe they start in like rural North America.
Yeah.
You know, a town like Granbury where there ain't shit out there.
Hey, if that girl was watching this video, she'd be very upset.
Which one? The one that rolled her eyes at me?
Yeah.
Good.
I hope she's watching.
Bro, roll them harder. Get them stuck back there.
Ooh. Well, actually, I think they do already. Oh, actually, no, they do. You remember I used to work at Thomas out in like, you know, almost the boonies of Houston. Like, no, you know the internship?
Thomas Instruments?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, since it was like pretty much out there, like in the middle of nowhere, I do remember like you could order a bag of chips on Amazon and they deliver it by drone.
What the heck?
Yeah. I was so tempted.
Is here.
I was so tempted to do it, but that small bag of chips would have cost me $35, so I decided not to do it. Well, yeah, because I mean it's probably expensive, like for the drone. Like think about the coding, like just the software aspect. Because hardware, like you know, it's a drone, like a simple clamp or whatever, and you know, there's already plenty of drones, so that's not some new technology. But just the software behind it, so many things could go wrong. And like to your point, when something does go wrong, I feel like it's like can be everything from like, oh, the drone, like I don't know, malfunction, it like landed in a field or something, whatever, and it can range all the way to like, oh, it just died in the middle of a highway, it caused an 18-wheeler to spin out, and like the consequences can be super severe. Is it likely?
God
no.
Damn.
Is she being feisty?
Yeah, she hit me with claws. Anyways, sorry. No, she's fine. I'm not gonna put my feet up anymore. Yeah, that as a concept, I think is pretty wild. I wonder what's the freakiest thing that'll get delivered by drone.
Like freakiest, like actually creepy, or just like
no, like you're like you go to the door and like gotta tell your sister like, hey, your dildo's here, like some shit like that.
I hate you because I was thinking about that too, but I didn't know what you were trying to say.
I wonder what's the heaviest dildo that Amazon's drones will be able to send to your home. Leave a comment.
Leave a comment. Guess your weight size.
Yeah.
We need length, girth.
There we go. How many ribs?
Oh yeah, ribs. Veins are super protruding or like kind of not really. Yeah.
We're going for smooth. We're going realistic.
But no pictures. That'd be really bad.
But yeah. Andrew, I think we're gonna go watch Black Adam at the end of this week.
Both of y'all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or I mean, not Black Adam. I mean, The Rock as Black Adam, the movie. You know.
Oh, you mean The Rock as The Rock in a Black Adam costume?
Yeah. The Rock, a Rock Pictures production. The Rock tanning himself up, oiling himself up just to beat up everyone in the DC universe because he wants to.
I swear it's like any character that The Rock plays now. He can't play a character. He just plays himself as a character.
That's what I'm saying. He's like a buff Nicolas Cage.
Aww. Damn.
You don't think so?
I like Nicolas Cage.
I do too, but I don't think he acts. I think he just is himself in every movie.
Bro, National Treasure was...
It's just Nicolas Cage hunting for treasure, bro.
And they did make that movie of Nicolas Cage in like the island stuff.
And who plays Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, it was Nicolas Cage playing as Nicolas Cage. You're right.
Ghost Rider? Literally just Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider.
Oh, he didn't have to act for the skull part. Come on. That's
act. What do you have to act? All you
exactly. That's not arguable. What else has he been? National Treasure, Ghost Rider. I can't think. Oh, you know what? Oh wait, no, that was National Treasure 2. No. The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock.
What about him?
No. Dumb. No, the movie The Rock with Sean Connery. Hey, Freya, stop! Look at that cat in her murder mittens.
What?
I literally saw her claw pop from the back of the desk.
Did y'all want to talk about Adrian's Hunter x Hunter experience before we all go?
Bro, Kite died. What the fuck?
Maybe a spoiler warning first.
Let's spoiler warning, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead, Adrian.
Dude, I can't fucking believe it. How did he fucking die? Well, like, I know how, but
Hurts, man.
It's like we've known Kite for like 2 minutes.
Like
I love him, but he's
so good in like, those 2 minutes.
No, he's so good.
And I was even telling Danny, I was like, damn, yeah, that's a good voice actor. Like, I really like Kite. And like,
he was like, I can't wait till we see Kite go full power. And I was like, yeah.
Like, it's, and I don't know, I'm just at a moment right now, like, because they're training again with Biscuit. I don't know how the fuck they're gonna do it, because that was one chick, right?
That's a dude.
What?
Neferpitou.
Yeah, this is another topic.
Neferpitou is a dude.
Yeah.
The female looking cat.
He's a dude. Meow.
Yeah.
He's a dude.
Okay. Well, anyways.
Oh, you're a fuzzy, huh?
So, like, that was one dude, one of the Royal Guards. You're telling me there's gonna be 2 more? And Kite, like, got, like, his head cut off? It was a Freya hair.
Yeah.
Because I held her every time, like, and the hair just kind of does this and it just floats up. Oh,
I was just saying that, like, Gon and Killua called him a Nen master.
Right.
And
he got absolutely, and I don't know, I just have this feeling that they're not going to do, like, oh man, what was the bomber guy? Where they kind of like
Genther?
Genther, where they just outsmarted him, and that's how they're going to beat all the ants. Like, I feel like they're like definitely gearing up towards, like, Gon and Killua are just going to get insanely, like, physically strong and, like, with Nen and stuff. But I just don't know how they're going to do it. Because, now at this point, like, you've seen that they're super talented and they learn things quickly. But think about, like, one where they are compared to Kite. Well, hold on. Where they are compared to Kite. And then Kite got probably one-shotted, by this dude. Like, and then you have Kite, right?
Why do you think Kite got one-shotted?
Okay, maybe he didn't get one-shotted, but he did get his head cut off. So,
we can assume it was pretty easily.
Dude, think about how he got his arm sliced, like that, right? Like, to me, like, it was maybe he put up a bit of a fight, but there's no way that it was like a close one and then he got his head cut off. Like,
okay, let's think about this though. It did show P2 after he killed Kite, and he said that he wanted to relive that glorious battle. How was it a glorious battle if he one-shot him?
Well, Pito's never even fought anyone with considerable Nen.
But he's never even... True. But I think P2 knows that. Like, for example, Rama, the one that showed Nen that they used to punch all the other ones, I think P2 knew he could one-shot him and he would be done.
Yeah.
Remember, he puts the hand on him and then it's like a giant paw. And with Kite, there was considerable... I think there had to be considerable effort to take him down.
All right, fine. Gon and Killua. Kite, right? Mm-hmm. Kite was trained by Jing. So we know that, like, he's pretty high up there. He's probably in, like, what do you want to say, the top, like, 20 users of Nen?
Kite?
Yeah. Or higher. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
I think so.
Okay, what's a comfortable number?
You said top 20? Top 50.
Top 50, okay. So out of the 8 billion people on the planet, you have the top, like, 50, like, he's in the top 50, like, Nen users, and he still got his head cut off, right? By this monstrosity. How, like, the time that it took Kite to get that far, How the heck are Gon and Killua gonna make that up in a month? Like,
how do you know his head wasn't cut off post fight?
Okay. Fair, I guess.
You just know his head got cut off. You don't know at what point. You didn't see the fight.
Well, actually, look, honestly,
you don't even know how he fought.
Okay, that part doesn't even matter all that much.
I mean, at the end of the day, he lost. At the end of the day, he lost. The end result, his head was cut off.
He lost, but okay, he lost, right? But at the end of the day, the gap between Gon and Killua and Kite, and then they have to surpass Kite in order to beat this thing, plus 2 others, and there's no way in hell the king isn't gonna be born. Like, I just totally foresee it. How the heck are they going to do that in a month? It doesn't make sense. And then when Gon was like, oh, like, we'll do it in, like, you know, a week at most, like, none of the timelines work unless they have some sort...
that was already debunked, though. The week thing was already debunked.
Yeah. Biscuit said they can't do, like, a week. She said it'll probably take, like, a year. Unless that actually happens, like, a year, if you give them a year, I could see it. But based on where the rest of the story is going, where Netero said that, you know, the king was probably going to be born within 2 months, I just don't see it happening at all. And again, if it was some like, oh, they're going to outsmart them or something, sure. But just with the way they're introducing power into this arc, it just feels like the way they're going to beat them is through like, well, yeah, like some cleverness, but at the end of the day, they're going to have to be like as strong as Kite, if not more. And I just don't see how that's going to like do the thing. Not saying that it, however they decide to do it, it's gonna fail, right? I'm not saying it doesn't make sense no matter what, but I am super intrigued and I need to keep watching.
Agreed. I completely agree. But I think at that point we should start wrapping up. We're at a minute. We're past our time already, I would say.
Okay.
So I'll keep watching with him, and we will have an update next week on, the things he just said, if he thinks those things still stand in a week, or if he's even more confident in them, we never know.
They might not stand in the next hour. Who knows?
Exactly. But yeah, I don't really have any housekeeping type stuff besides, as usual, comment the biggest dildo you think Amazon's going to deliver. Subscribe, drop a like if you can, and tune in next week for more conversations like this.
All right, guys. Nice talking to y'all.
Likewise.
See you next week.
See ya.
Topic.
Now.
Hi.
No, I got that. Who started us off last time?